What's up everyone? Welcome to my channel again. And today we're going to talk about the bad side of the Proton Persona, the disadvantageous side of Proton Persona. And don't get me wrong, I'm proud to say that I drive a Proton Persona and I like the Persona. But there are no car is perfect. There's always a bad side and a good side of it. So today I'm going to talk about the bad side of Proton Persona. And before we start today's topic, do subscribe to me, press that subscribe button. So let's get started with our video. First I want to talk about is the look. Everyone know the look of the Proton Persona is very ugly. While the frontal design is quite aggressive, but if you move towards the side and the rear end of the car, it looks horrible. While some may say it looks fine, but in my opinion, honestly it doesn't look good. Next is the paint quality. I heard some say Honda has a even worse paint quality than Proton. I don't know, that's a different story. But back to Proton, the black on this car doesn't seem metallic. It looks like solid to me. It doesn't have the glitter that shine from the light. It only reflects the light. I don't know if I'm expecting too much from a black car or what, but I'm expecting something like that. Next is the feature that everyone is disappointed about. It's the drum brake and the torsion beam. We all know the old Persona has a individual suspension, a multi-link suspension. And if you get a higher variant of the old Persona, you get a rear disc brake instead of current outdated drum brake. And surprisingly, with the drum brake and the torsion beam setup, the Persona still get a very good braking and very good handling. But in terms of comfortability, torsion beam has less comfort compared to multi-link. Because multi-link is an individual suspension. The left wheel doesn't affect the right side, the right wheel doesn't affect the left side of the car. That's why it's more comfortable. Next is the heel hold assist. While I'm a big fan of heel hold assist, I like the features very much, but there is also some bad things on the heel hold assist. The heel hold assist works pretty well, but it delays a lot. When I'm doing a hill start, you need to release the brake to tell the car that you're going to launch the car, and then you press the throttle. And then sometimes when you press the throttle, the brake is still stubborn, don't want to release, and you need to release the throttle again, and then you press the throttle again. It is still working, but it is quite annoying sometimes that you need to release the throttle again and then reapply the throttle. Then talking about features, Persona also lack collision warning and autonomous emergency brake system. Well, it's a nonsense because other cars also don't have these features, but now Proton has this system and it's integrated into ASA system. And when the competitors have these features and you don't have, it means it's a disadvantage of the car. Although Proton only detects the front, it doesn't detect the side, the blind spot as I say in the video. But Proton Persona doesn't even have the front. So it is a bad side of the car. Next is the parking sensor. Again, we all know Proton has a delay parking sensor. If you really want to rely on the sensor, it's better that when you reverse parking, you open the door, you go back, you go to the back of the car, and then you try to agak how many steps you want to reverse, and then you reverse agak yourself. But the backup sensor is still working, it's still useful. For the front sensor, it is useless because the location of the sensor is very odd. You can't really detect anything on the sensor position. Next is the real-time economy meter. While Proton do have a average economy meter, it shows you the average since the last reset. An average fuel economy is actually more practical as it shows how well your car performs in overall. But having a real-time economy meter means you can track your current fuel economy every time, almost instantly. So you can fine-tune how you drive your car, your pattern, release clutch or not, or any other small movement to improve your economy. And once you get to improve your real-time economy, eventually your average fuel economy will improve. While Proton do get the point and they put the eco indicator at the meter there. But eco indicator is just an indicator. And it goes to my next point, which is eco indicator. Well, I hate that indicator very much. I know how to drive economically, So why do I need a computer to tell me that? Plus, every time I drive my car, the indicator keep on appear, disappear, appear, disappear, appear, disappear, and on and on. It is just annoying. So there you have it, the bad things on the Proton Persona. While there are still a lot of bad things, like the original gear knob, the sound system, etc., it is impossible to list all of them in one video. So I hope you find this video informative and do give a thumbs up button, subscribe to me, share it to your friends, and see you again in the next video next week.